Hello, welcome back to Drippy Drez's channel. In today's video, I will be talking about the 15 movies that I think everyone should watch. Numbers 1 through 6 are a lot more important because of their messages, and numbers 7 through 15 are more like answers to questions, or I guess more portrayals of the lessons that people now understand but would still like to see in a movie. I will be going in the order that would best help these movies get their messages across, so feel free to grab a pen and paper if needed. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Up first is Vacation. I can't show very many clips of the movie itself, being that I will get recommendations from YouTube for some Family Guy clips that I don't even want to see the thumbnail for. The only reasons that this movie failed to get its message across is because it was a bit raunchier than what it needed to be, and because of the casting of Ed Helms and Leslie Mann. Obviously, it was mostly Ed Helms, being that the movie came at a time when people weren't yet over The Hangover, and they didn't want to admit that the same guy who played Stu in that movie could be in a movie with a very important message. Now that A Star Is Born has been out for a while, I think people are ready to go back and watch it and enjoy it for what it is. However, the only way that it would get its message across is if everyone who's old enough to watch it watches it. Since it's going to be another week or so before I release my in-depth video about how each of the Shrek movies has done damage to society, if you are still uncomfortable talking about movies with other people but want to recommend this one, you could easily just introduce them to my channel instead. I don't know if Vacation would be anyone's favorite movie, but I think most people would agree that it's the most important, if not at least something that everyone should watch once and then never watch again. The younger brother does bully the older brother a lot. Number 2 is I, Tonya. There are still a lot of guys out there that are still fired up about something that happened in 1994. The only way that some of them will ever get over it is if they watch this movie. The only way most of them would get over it would be if everyone they came into contact with watched it. Number 3 is Isn't It Romantic, as it emphasizes the importance of self-love. Again, this might not be everyone's favorite, but it definitely is funny and entertaining, and it gets its message across. For those of you who are like, self-love, why wouldn't that be the most important? I hate to break it to you, but there's some people who still wouldn't grasp that concept unless they watched Vacation and I, Tonya first. Number 4 is Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, as it helps people understand what Shrek 2 is supposed to be like. Number 5 is How to Train Your Dragon 2, as it makes up for the scene where Artie gives his speech in Shrek the Third. Number 6 is the live action Pinocchio, as it not only makes up for the damage that the original Pinocchio did, but serves as its own movie. Number 7 is Home, being that it's the best movie that teaches people about how to look at things through other people's perspectives. Number 8 is He's Just Not That Into You, as this is the movie that perfectly captures the reasons for paying attention to the who, what, where, when, why, and sometimes how. Number 9 is Runaway Bride, being that it teaches the importance of forming one's own opinions rather than going off of what other people say all the time. Number 10 is 500 Days of Summer, as it shows the importance of not taking the idea of romance too seriously. Number 11 is Oz the Great and Powerful, as it shows why you shouldn't play with someone's heart and break it. Number 12 is Ghost, as a lot of adults that refuse to communicate nowadays are actually refusing lied to because of this movie, and it's time that this generation knows the truth. Number 13 is The Burbs, as it goes to show that if you tell yourself that it's a comedy, your brain is going to look for proof that it's true, and you're going to believe that it's a comedy. Number 14 is Megamind, which introduces the idea of judging people based on their actions, but it is important to watch number 15 right after Megamind, which is the Peanuts movie. While it doesn't explain the difference between judging someone and perceiving them, it will send the message that while it's important to judge others based on their actions, no one should be too hard on themselves because people are supposed to love themselves. But despite watching number 15 right after watching number 14, it's still important to watch all of the other movies in the order that I've named. Oh, before I sign off, I am going to name some honorable mentions. Number 1 is Bad Moms, but it's only guaranteed to get its message across to those who've listened to my audio where I talk about misused phrases and who've watched my short that I'm about to come out with where I talk about Despicable Me. Number 2 is the live action Lion King, which will only get its message across to those who've seen Vacation and who can handle watching a remake. The same goes for number 3, which is Mufasa. And then finally, number 4 is Pretty Woman, which is another movie that I'm going to be doing a video on. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Are there any movies that you feel have done damage to society that I didn't mention in this video? Feel free to let me know via the comment section below. Also, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, feel free to share this video with as many people as possible. I will see you all next time.